if there's one thing that touches the heart and soul of just about everybody in the city of Melbourne, it's their dearly beloved footy. That's Aussie rules football, a game that was born right here and has aroused the passions of people from all walks of life in Melbourne. Now, the Melbourne Cricket Ground, which is where we are right now, is the home of Aussie rules football here in this area. And to help us understand the game, by the way, I might point out that this stadium can hold about 90,000 people for a big event. And to help us understand the game better is Paul Roos, who's the All-Australian captain of one of Melbourne's 10 clubs, and that's the Fitzroy Lions?
That's right.
Fitzroy Lions, got it right. Now, we said the game of Aussie rules football was born right here at this particular stadium. Why don't you tell us a little bit, Paul, about the origins of the game, just how it came about?
Yeah, basically the game's over 100 years old. It started in Melbourne. It's predominantly played all over Australia. The main league was played in Victoria. And it's since over the last 6 or 7 years has been expanded to an Australian competition. So there's teams in our particular league playing all over Australia now.
Well, those of us back in the States who are sports nuts have seen the game a few times on ESPN, but I don't think we have a really good grasp of the game. So we've got some players here from the Richmond club to help us demonstrate how the game is actually played. Can you show us how the game starts?
Yeah, what we'll do is we're going to start off with the game here. We've got Mel Brown, who's the umpire. They throw the ball up. It's a little bit like a basketball situation.
Right.
The ball's knocked down by the ruckman, and then the game starts like that. So it's a little bit similar to a jump ball in basketball where we start the game.
And we should point out to our viewers that the game is played at a much faster pace than this. These guys are slowing it down just for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, definitely.
Now tell us how the ball is advanced down the field.
Okay, as you can see, the guys now are handballing it back and forward to each other.
That's when they punch it?
That's when they punch it, yeah. They hold the ball on one hand and hit it off that hand with the other, and they punch it back and forwards. That's a very popular way to get it from player to player. Also, you can see now Craig's kicking the ball. That's, as you can see, the ball goes from anywhere between 20 to 80 yards. So it's a very, very good way of advancing the ball down the field.
So in this game, you're not allowed to actually throw the ball as you do in American-style football?
No, not at all. If you throw the ball, you actually get a penalty against you or a free kick against you.
Okay. Now, how does one score?
Okay, you can see down the end of the field, we've got 4 posts.
Right.
The 2 larger posts, if you kick it between those 2 on the full, it's called a goal, or 6 points. If it goes between the 2 smaller ones, it's only 1 point. Okay, can we quickly bring one of these guys over and take a look at this uniform? Because, you know, one of the things that is big about football back in the States is the protective gear, because we're very conscious of protection against injuries. These guys are wearing underwear. Yeah.
Looks like a track uniform here.
Well, now, I guess the predominant thing about our jersey and our uniform is basically the guys have to travel vast distances, so really the less amount of clothing you wear is very important, a bit like an athlete or a runner. You can see the jumper is fairly tight fitting, so it's a bit hard to grab and a bit hard to tackle the player. The shorts, as you said, are quite short, but it's more, as I said, because the guys are running very, very long distances, and the lighter weight, the better for the game.
Amazing, amazing. I admire your courage. Well, thank you, Paul, for joining us. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at the rebirth of the great tennis tradition here in Australia when Good Morning America continues.